I'm collecting the potatoes into this lovely basket so I can take them outside, and I'm going to plant some under the hedge. But this is because we're running out of space, so use every bit of inch of everything you can possibly find. Yeah. Oh, and it's July, so this is my second crop of potatoes. This is the perfect time to get crop potatoes in the ground if you want a late potato, such as September, October-ish. If you live in a really cold climate, you're going to have to cover it if you want them to last that long. If you're in a medium zone or a semi-medium-ish zone, you'll be okay. Sweet potato. That's a good sprout too. It's been sitting here a long time. Put them all in. Now, other people would tell you that you shouldn't stack your potatoes, you should be super, super gentle, all that good stuff. But the reality is I've got so many potatoes and I need to transport them outside. And yeah, some of these little eyes might get damaged, but maybe one or two. They're not all going to get damaged. I mean, they are. Because this is my second crop, they've been sitting here at least a month because I've been waiting for the perfect time to put them in the ground. So they've really sprouted. So that's what we got. When I collected my potatoes to plant in the garden, I collected the most, organic potatoes. And the largest ones I could find, even though they're actually supposed to be small potatoes when they're done. I went through the bags of small potatoes from the organic ones and pulled out the biggest ones because the big potatoes, just like a root, is going to give you the biggest plant later. And that plant is going to have all those perfect little potatoes, which we want. That's why I want my big potatoes. So to give you an idea, this is what they're going to look like when I finally take them out of the ground in September, October. And this is what I'm hopefully planting now, or most of them kind of look like this. Some of them look like this, unfortunately. I don't even know how they got on that table. This shouldn't be here at all. Anyway, they're supposed to look like this to go in the ground, and this is what I should get out of this. That's the idea. So come along, I'm going to go outside and plant them. I'll show you where I'm putting it, and I'll give you some tips on how to do it. Right, this is where I'm planning on putting my potatoes, underneath the hedge. Indeed, it is a hedge, and it actually was a hedge that grew all the way to the ground. This was all covered, of course, but I cut it off. I've been working on that for a few years now, getting it all perfect. I'll show you that later. And I'm going to use this space to put in my potatoes. Here's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do 2 rows, and I'm going to offset them. Break up the ground a little bit. I'm not going to worry about fertilizing. I'm going to do a top fertilizer with some liquid later, instead of putting the fertilizer right into the hole. So, when dealing with potatoes, you want to get them in pretty deep. And the best thing to do is to cover them up as they grow. But in this garden, there's very little space to do that, so I never do. I also don't plant potatoes as a crop that I can keep all year. It's more like a treat from the garden. But I might get a lot from this. Let's see. Some people like to cut it into bits so that each part has one eye. You can do that, but I find that when planting bulbs such as dahlias or other things, the larger the root ball or the bulb, which is essentially what this is, the better the plant is going to be. Right? So I don't like to cut them at all. I just take the entire thing and plop it in. Now there is technically no right side to it. Now in this one there's a little less on that side and more on this side, but you can put them in any way you want. Pretty much with any bulb. It might take them a little longer, but they're going to figure it out. Nature's pretty good at that. When trying to figure out how to plant your seeds or bulbs or anything else, a good rule of thumb is 3 times the width of the bulb, the plant, the seed, whatever it may be, the root. So this is 1, that times 3, we're looking about this deep. Now I wouldn't say that's necessarily the science there, but if you're not sure, it's a pretty good idea. I'm going to go ahead now and finish planting this in. Since it's not going to look much different when I'm done, I'll finish the video here. Thanks for watching, and I will do another one later that gives you a little update or an idea of what it looks like when we're about to harvest, so in a few months. Thanks for watching. I'm Scarlett, and this was How to Grow a Garden. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Love the comments at the bottom, and don't forget to subscribe. Toodaloo!